Hello, Mike here with the administrators. Hey, I got some colors on today. I got my blue-eyed son. Got some fire here, and I got my red rover. I'm the red rover, roving. Got my dog, sniff everything out here, you know. Spotted dog, bloodshot eyes. Yep. And I'm in the suburban. Don't have a Jeep. Jeep, you know, Popeye had a Jeep. Walking through walls, you know, sent over to him from the Maharaji in a box. Sent it in a box. They walked through the wall. Why they needed to send him in a box? Why'd they put him in a box? He walked through walls. Tell them about it, Lily. She's on point. Yeah. Just a boy and his dog. Hey, the sun's not out. Raw up there, he's hiding. So we're going to talk about a little rawhide. Clint and his Eastwood. It's east of Eden, you know. Garden of Delight is Eden. Garden's gnome. Oh, get your gnome in the garden, I guess, of delight. You know me in the Garden of Delight. So, let's talk about that rawhide and some cattle drives. You got your cattle drive. Cattail, your cattail, cattails. Little doggies, get along, little doggy. What do you see, Lily? What you seeing? You seeing something? Anyway, hey, why did let's just ponder here for a moment. Water the cattle on this drive. You know, they had Mushy was the cook. Oh, the Mushy. Hey, Mushy, feed us some chow. Right, Lily likes her chow. Mushy. They had Mushy in the room. Let's talk some code. Let's be code talkers. Mushroom. They had Mushy in the room. Feeding all those cattle drivers. They were driven. They had their reins. Pouring rain. See, I'm the rainmaker and the toreador. We spin around and tear it up for ya. We spin forward and fall back or something like that. 2 steps forward, 1 back. Trip the night fantastic. Got a bag of tricks. Tricks are for kids. You know, I've got the curiosity of a 5-year-old. Got my 5 senses. It's hard to give 5 cents for a religion because all they want to do is deceive you, little sheepy, little baby sheep. I click a lot, don't I? Just trying to click with you. Just trying to click with y'all. I'm looking through you. What do I see? I see me. I look into you, I see me. You see me, I see you. The eyes see it. I see it. Because the way everything really works. Little, because I'm not here. I'm actually only in the back of your head upside down. That's how the mind works. If you know your mind, if you're minding your business, you know the temple is the mind, you know, in the mind, it's the cave. Sometimes those mushrooms, I guess, can help light you up. I think the Catholic Church knew all about it. You know, they dressed up in their robes and their capes and their caps for the tour. Yeah, they knew where the rabbit holes were. How to confound and confuse you. Keep some information from you. You ever been backfired? You ever been in rut-row grade? Rut-row. All your little fairy tales and myths, don't miss the spiritual truth within the myth. You myth a lot. I'm going to be a contender in this battle for the mind. Seven seas. 777. Seventh heaven. 7 is the number of divinity. The divine light. The holy photon. Oh, holy photon. See, the light carries a message. The light even tells the sender that the message got here. That quick. You know, in your head, in your mind, you have the claustrum. Santa Claus, Satan with claws. Which one is it? But there's your claws. Lily's got paws and claws. Big old paws. She's Bigfoot. That's a Bigfoot. We sniffed this stuff out together. A boy and his dog. Right, Lil? My water lily keeps me up all night drinking water. She's into what? I'm into what? We seek the kingdom together. Forever. Hey, everything's timed to the millisecond. Chronos is Saturn. And you know, Saturn was evil because he ate the babies. Well, he's eating time. He's just biding time. Biting time. Biting his time. It's precious time. You see how precious that time is. Hey. Who's heard of Terence McKenna? He always talks about the machine elves, the little people, little fairies, the Rastafarians. You know, each one of your cells, you're not, you know, what you are is a community of 50 trillion cells. And each one of those little cells has a membrane, little brainiacs there. And they act like little computers. They're all linked. They're all linked in too. But they are doing all the work. All the time. Never you mind, because they're doing it. There's your little machine elves you may see. There's a lot of things to see when you see the light. Then you look. You can't be the Sea King if you aren't seeking. I always talk about the Native Americans and their chi. They got chi. The Yaqui, Yahweh's ki, the mighty Quinn, the quintessence of the essence. You know the Tess. Been to Tibet. T, cross, bet, in or with. Hey, those snow-capped mountains. What's a snow-capped mountain all about? Rocky and Bullwinkle. Tour the peaks on your Peking ferry. You feeling merry? Got the happy head? Hats on, hats off. Oh, Leon wore a lot of hats. A lot of top hats, cowboy hats. Might even had a fez or two. I always like the top hat with the flowers on it, because he bloomed on the inside. A fig blooms on the inside. Buddha, you're all Buddhas on that vine. I mean, you're all buds on that vine, and you bloom, you're the Buddha. Leon was the Buddha. You ever seen Live and Let Die? You know, you got this guy that comes up out of the ground. Big guy. Papa Legba. You ever even heard of Papa Legba? How many here's heard of Papa Legba? Who here's heard of the crossroads? To get crossed up? Who's heard of the crossroads? Well, you meet Papa Legba at the crossroads. For your crossover. Get crossed out. Crossed up. Cross-eyed. Crosshairs. Crossways. So many crosses. You know, there's really only three. Fixed, mutable, cardinal. So bear with me here, because I'm going to bear all three, because you got to be mutable enough to be fixed on the cardinal. Ain't that right, Lily? Oh, Lily's. Yeah. Get up there and sit up. City. Be the SETI. Egyptian gods. Hindu gods. Christian gods. Hebrew gods. Norse gods. If you know who the gods are, you'll see they're all one God. There is only one. There's only one to win with. There's only one Ra. Ra. That we Ra about. Seeing the light within, and letting it out again. The resurrection of the Christ happens in here. The rapture happens in here. You got to get in the air, here, the airwaves. You got a stirrup and a cochlea. Get a little syrup in there. The stirrup and the syrup and the cochlea. Back in the day, there was what was called a crystal set. And it could pull radio waves out of the sky without any power, without any juice, just a little crystal. You could hear music. You could hear the radio. You could hear guys talk. Now, your pineal gland works in the same manner, but it's connected to your optical thalamus instead of your cochlea. So you have some voyages and some visions. Vishnu. Is your Vishnu? Did you get your new vision yet? To the New World Order or a New World Odor? What's the odor? What's the mint? What's the fragmented smell of this? Stinky old fish from Pisces. Fish tails and scales and fish tails. Are we going to go to open our minds? Jesus was in the temple at 12. And that's the third, 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Third ventricle. The land that time forgot. G-land pineal is at the base. Basil. There's your basil. He rapped on the stone. More condiments. Basil. Mustard. What's mustard? It's an emulsifier. Oh, it's an emulsifier. Got some fire. Oh, where's my mustard? Oh, there's the mustard. Mean Mr. Mustard. Why do they sing about Mean Mr. Mustard over there? Beatlemania. Because you remember John? John peed on a few habits. Yeah, he peed on some habits, and everybody burns the Beatle records. But, you know, he just pulled raw out of the scarab beetle. The meat. Silver beetles, silver-tongued beetles, green beetle. Green is your heart. MacArthur's Park is melting. That's a heart. That's green. It's melting. That's a melting heart. Itchy-Coo Park. I like Itchy-Coo Park. It's fun there. You don't need no school. This is school. They don't teach you. They don't teach you much in school. Teach you. If you spell knowledge with a K, you don't know. You don't know. G-N-O. Gnosis. There's some ramble here. See? See all the ramble? Yes? See? See? Clicking. We're clicking now. Rawhide. Little doggy. Big doggy Lily weighs 165 pounds. Can you believe it? That's my girl. That's my girl. And I love her. You know, the lost cord's been found. It's up to you to get in there and pull on that string. Get your mind right there, Cool Hand Luke. It's the what is, the what for, the what it's all about. You know, my new tagline for a little while. I've got to change my tag every once in a while. You know, my brand on. I don't have a brand on. You can see all the people that are branded pretty much. Brand on. Brand off. Gandalf. Gandalf. You can see. Gander. Get a gander of it. Yeah, tagline for today is, you know, can't sing? Chant Om. You zing to.